Warning, this video may contain spoilers for the Classroom of the Elite light novel, so please continue at your own risk. So, Classroom of the Elite trailer is finally here, season 2 trailer even. I'm not going to script this video too much, but we're really just going to be breaking down the whole trailer today. First of all, I want to say thank you for the support on the recent COTE content, and there's a lot coming, like the Volume 7 video, like this breakdown, and a lot of other recaps on volumes, and a lot of other stuff. This one's going to be a little bit less scripted, mainly because I need to break it down, so I need to watch the trailer at the same time as talking to you, but I did write little points down at the same time, so it should be fun. Okay, so the trailer starts with Volume 4, where we sort of get to see what's happening over here. We dive into Volume 4 and we get to see Best Girl Kaye in action, but I believe we're sort of met with some stills, right? So the first one was CK having a breakdown, and this would be compared to this panel in the light novel, and in my opinion, it looks pretty good. I like the darkness sort of surrounding Kaye, and her being surrounded by these two girls. I can't remember who the two girls were, but this is when Kaye had a breakdown within Volume 4, so any light novels, you would know what scene this is. Next, we would have the scene with Kiyotaka and Kaye, right after her beatdown, and Kaye is sort of being confronted by Kiyotaka, where, you know, spread your legs is happening. And I guess this one looks nice at the same time, but it also looks like Kyo's about to come kiss her, so I feel like a lot of people might have the wrong interpretation of this scene. So I hope they do fix it a little bit later. It does look a little bit strange, but this trailer is pre-animated like a lot of people have told me, so we have to see what happens. Then we get a shot of Manabu and Kiyotaka, which is Volume 5, and I'm not gonna lie, this shot is actually pretty funny because from behind it look like little kids. But it's great we're seeing Volume 5, the festival arc is finally getting adapted, and we also get to see a shot of Suda and Horikita right before they have their moment, and Suda runs away from the event, and Horikita goes and finds him, and they have this beautiful moment, so I like that. Next, we also see a shot of Yuen and Kushida, and I can't really tell what scene this is, but I do assume this is the one where Horikita sort of came to confront Kushida and Yuen sort of scheming at the same time. This one is a fun one because we get into Volume 6 where Kiyotaka sort of meets Yukimura and oh my Jesus, who are you? Okay, it is Hasabe, and I'm surprised about Hasabe's boobas because I have no clue why they're that huge. Someone told me that, I believe in Volume 1 it said she had the biggest boobs, but like the illustrations didn't match. And I thought they would have fixed it, so I guess the anime is sort of following the big boobas and giving us a fan service at the same time, which I'm not complaining about, but I feel like Hasabe's aesthetic is a lot better within the light novel, so I do hope they sort of fix the character designs a little bit. And to be honest, I thought it was stopped there, but out of nowhere, no. We get a shot of Kushida, first of all. I'm not exactly too sure where this scene is. I'll try and find it within the panels and put it in this video. We also get a shot of Kaye. She's on the floor and a bucket is next to her. Boys, you know what that means. We're getting Volume 7, baby. The scene actually looks really dope because we actually get to see sort of Kaye and get this static around her. I guess the static sort of her mind breaking a little bit at the same time. I like the direction on that. Her on the floor and then a bucket. This is after she gets water tipped on her. And she's just on the floor surrounded by this darkness. It's sort of like what Kaye is really going through right now in this volume. And I hope they do this justice. Next, we have the sexy, the Chad, Yuen Kushida. And I think he just actually looks amazing. This is one of the shots I actually really liked in the trailer because we really got to see a nice chatty Yuen. Like I said, whenever he shows up, he just looks dope within all of the Classroom of the Elite scenes. I really love his voice actor, and I hope he continues to be the Chad we all know and love. Next, we have, I don't know really what to say about this. This is something I actually really did not like within the trailer, but at the same time, I might be able to excuse if they sort of fix it. We have a shot of Kiyotaka getting ready to punch, and Volume 7, you know, you guys know what this is. This is the rooftop scene, but the problem is here. When Kiyotaka's about to punch, there's no rage on his face. At the moment, he's just really looking empty. Again, like a hollow shell, like I said in my other video. We have an iconic panel of Kiyotaka over here, where we get to see the rage, we get to see the blood, and obviously this is pre-animated yet again. So I am a little bit upset by this. I really want to see Kyo's rage, but I guess we really have to see. Next, we actually get into volume, I believe this is 8. It would be 8, right? I can't really understand the Japanese right before, but I believe it tells you every arc or every volume before. We get a shot of Manabu, and we actually get a first shot of Nagamo. And I think Nagamo actually looked really good. We'll see some more shots of him within this trailer. But Nagamo actually looked really nice. This is sort of him talking with Manabu and sort of maybe like egging him on. I can't remember exactly what scene this is, but it's nice to see Nagamo within Classroom of the Elite animated finally. Get a shot of Kaye eating lunch, and this is the scene where Kyo's sort of reporting, saying, oh, tell me everything, what's happening. And I believe that is this scene. I actually do like this one a lot better than some other Kaye shots we get in this trailer. She looks a little bit more like the light novel version, but I do feel like her hair color is a little bit off. So we really have to see what happens here, but this is a nice scene. I think this is the best looking Kaye art within the PV. Let's get a shot of Tachibana where she's upset. I'm guessing this is after the results of the exam where she sadly found out. our team lost, and everybody knows what happens after that. And I believe right after this, we dive right into volume 9. So they are pretty much adapting almost everything. We get a devious shot on Nagamo, who actually looks really cool over here. And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, Nagamo has done really well within this anime, in my opinion. I'm loving all the evil shots. I'm loving the expressions he has, and I feel like his art's really captured what the light novel shows, so I'm happy about Nagamo within the anime. Next, obviously, we have Ichinose, and I believe the Nagamo scene is where he's sort of making a deal with Ichinose, and this is the notes where someone spread around saying, "Hey, yo, Ichinose's done this. Ichinose has all the points from my class." This is what's happening. The controversy Ichinose was involved in within Volume 9, and her past coming to light. This is what it's going to be. And we could sort of see this within this panel as we put them together. This is what's happening. Then we have, I really don't know what this is over here. So we have Class C at the time. We have a guy who I can't remember who it is. Then we have the big boy Albert, the egghead, who looks like confusing as always. We have a shot of Mio Ibuki. And then the fuck is that? Okay, wow. That is Hiyori. So we have a shot of Hiyori, and this looks like a little background shot. So I'm going to hope this is because it's a background shot, but I really hope they fix Hiyori. I see her thighs a little bit down there, so they're looking nice, but please, Studio Lurch, please fix Hiyori. I beg you. She's my baby girl, please. Followed by that, we have Kaye being confronted. I can't exactly remember who the character is. I'm doing this raw, really without script. I got a few characters' names, but I can't remember who this character is. Who's obviously confronting Kaye, and nice scene of Kaye. At first, I did not like this, because I thought something was off, but the more I look at it, I guess it just might be looking at the illustrations of a light novel, obviously the art being better, plus the hair color and that not having color. It's just, I'm not used to seeing this in color and everything, so, you know, it do be like that. Ichinose obviously having a meeting with her class. I believe this is where she tells everybody what happened with the points and everything, so that's really dope here. Then we move on to volume 10, where we get a showdown between Syakanagi, my baby girl Arisu, and Kiyotaka, which this scene bothers me a little bit if we put it side by side. I can't exactly tell what it is. I feel like it's Kyo's eyes a little bit too far apart, or the eyebrows. Something's off about this scene, so if you guys don't see it, maybe it's just me, but I feel like something's a little bit off, but I can't really tell what it is. Then we have a shot of Horikita or not Horikita, the two Horikitas, Suzune and Manabu, where Horikita goes to confront him. When I say Horikita, I'm talking about the girl. If I ever say Manabu, I would say Manabu, not Horikita. So we have this scene. It's a beautiful scene, and I can't wait to see how they do this. If you see the next one, we see Hirata sort of break down. And I guess this is sort of where we sort of move on to volume, like later within volume 10, we have Hirata sort of have a little bit of his breakdown. And yeah, he ain't looking too good right now. That's such a good scene. I really can't wait to see animated. And obviously we end all the volume 10 stuff with Kiyotaka appeared to be strangled or something, or someone have his hand around his neck. And I only can assume this has to be Tsukishiro. And at the same time, I don't know why Kyo has no expression on his face right before. I'm pretty sure he was punched right before this. And I don't know, I feel like the scene was outside, but my memory might be playing tricks on me. I hope they really fix the facial expressions, like I said. Kyo about to punch someone looks depressed, and yeah, I would just pray they fix the facial expressions with this. And they actually show if this was Shikishiro, because I sort of see like an old type of looking hand, an adult, so it has to be Shikishiro. And obviously we get Studio Lurch, or Lurchi? I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. Someone let me know. But I'm not too sure about the staff. I heard the director is the same, but I have not really found anything alluding to if that's true or not, but it's the same studio. And they did Assassination Classroom, so I do have faith in them. And they did season 1 of COTE, which wasn't the best adaptation, but the animation shit actually looked pretty good. And in my opinion, this PV is pretty lacking with animation and stiffness, but it is the PV obviously, so we really have to see what happens. Next, we have a shot of Kushida. Well, this looks beautiful. Well, she doesn't look beautiful, but the shot looks beautiful. Really well directed. We get to see her sort of in the panel where she's smiling at first, but we actually get to see the true her when we get a flash of darkness and really the demon living inside of her, as I could say. Obviously, Hirata having a breakdown, trying to talk a little bit, and I believe this is the scene where Kiyotaka is on the bench with him, somewhere around about here, where he's sort of confessing all his past and shit. And it's actually pretty good. I love this scene. It's one of the ones that actually made me tear up in COTE, so it's dope to see this animated finally. Horikita, I believe this is right before the chess game, when she's sort of thinking with the chessboard in front of her, what's really going on over here. So this is right before the chess game, and it's actually pretty dope. So we're sort of wrapping up volume 11 with this type of things. And obviously we end with some other language. I'm not exactly too sure what it is, but someone translate it for me, I would hope. And a shot finally ending with Kiyotaka looking on. So I guess he's just blinking at us, and we get an announcement of season 2 right at end 2022 in July. So that's really cool. And the cast, obviously, I can't read any of that. I know Kushida's the same voice actor, and Kiyotaka's the same voice actor or voice actress for Kushida at least. So pretty dope. We have all of that, and then we also have an announcement of season 3 even being announced. And I believe this is the way this is going to work, right? So this PV must have shown season 2 and 3. I believe season 2 will adapt volumes 4. So that's the first thing we saw with the Kaye stuff. 5, that is the sport festival arc. And 6 is where Kyo sort of meets Yukimoto and Hasabe, and he sort of makes his friendship group. I believe that's what it's going to adapt. And then season 3 will adapt the infamous volume 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11. Oh, wait, actually, there might be a contradiction in that. If it has 12 episodes, then 24, then like what I just said could work. If it has 24, then 24, we'll probably get 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. It's sort of weird with how many episodes there are, but they announced 2 seasons. I pray it's 24, 24, or at least 12, 24. So I want to get at least 36 plus episodes within all of this so we can adapt it, the whole series. Some other worries I have is obviously the Kiyotaka, the shots of him looking emotionless and edgy yet again, even when he's being strangled, and even right before he punches, spoiler alert, before he punches Yuen Kakeru in the rooftop scene. He doesn't look really angry like he should, and he just looks depressed. Not depressed, he just looks emotionless, like nothing's happening. So I pray something happens there, and like I said, the strangling scene too. Kaye, I really want her design to be sorted out. I feel like she looks a little bit cuter in the light novel. Syakanagi as well, Arisu, her eyes look a little bit off, same with Kyo's. There's a lot of stuff looks really iffy within this PV, and I think because of this, it is a PV, so I can't really judge it completely. But at the same time, I have my worries, because we get pre-animated PVs all the time. Look at Chainsaw Man, look at Bleach, look at AOT. Those looked amazing. And of course, you could say the AOT one was a downgrade. And a PV is sort of meant to represent what the final product could look like, and at the same time, it's supposed to be worse than the anime. Obviously, AOTs looked a lot better than anime, and this one looks worse than season 1, the Classroom Elite one. So I can only hope this is about to look better and gonna be freshed up. I heard a rumor of this coming out and being animated ages ago, so I hope that's true, and I hope we get to see a final finished product and looked polished like season 1 did. I know the rooftop scene could be done really well. Obviously, they did Assassination Classroom. I'm gonna love to see how that is choreographed and sort of see how Kiyotaka manages to fight all the people on the roof. Pretty dope stuff coming if you're a Classroom Elite fan. I might have spoiled a bunch, so I probably will end up putting a spoiler warning at the beginning of this video. I'll say semi to major spoilers within the light novel Classroom Elite. So if anybody watched all this anime only, I'm really sorry, but try and get this out of your head right now. Like I said, this is a pretty messy video. It won't be me on cam. It'll just be me reading notes of a script to see what we're really getting into this volume, or this season at least. And hopefully my expectations of it, which I do hope, they do sort of sort out some of the stuff I'm a little bit worried about, but we have to see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about it though. I really do hope, like I said, they sort some stuff out. Here, Zach's actually doing the opening again. ZAQ, who did the first opening, she was amazing. The first opening's a bop. OST within this trailer, what played was phenomenal too. Just fit every scene in my opinion. And the opening, like I said, beautiful. So I really can't wait to see what COT is all about. All the COT fans, let me know, like and sub. There's more content coming. Check out my COT video I just did. Trust me, it's a lot better. It's not as messy as this video. So the next one, the volume 7 video, should come out this week. I was a little bit lazy this week and I was a little bit busy, so I sadly did not get to release the volume 7 video. But after volume 7, we will be covering 11 and 11.5, and then we'll move on to year 2, and hopefully I get to cover year 2 and cover everything like that. I also have not read volume 4.5 and 5, so I'm gonna go watch those, or read those at least, and I'll get my fresh review out by the next month, I would hope. So sub for some more COT content, sub for some other content if you guys like my channel. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Join the Discord and all that, and I'll see you all next time. Sensei, out.